Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 to Feelings of Regret. I was just saying that I don't know, if you're too shy, if you're too intimidated, if you're too fearful, or too worried, about stepping up to someone and asking them about a relationship, then the smart thing to do would be to either call or text them and say, hey, I was wondering how you would feel about dating me or being in a relationship with me. Whatever it is that you gotta say. And wait for the response. And if they say yes, great. If they say no, accept it. You know, a relationship takes two people. It can't be one-sided. If one person wants it and the other person don't, that's not a relationship. That is control and an obsession. It takes two people to agree to be in a relationship. But if that person has no trust with you, and you have destroyed all the trust between you two, then it's more than likely going to be a no. You should always step up and ask, no matter how intimidated or afraid you are, because you don't want to live the rest of your life wondering, shoulda, coulda, woulda, what if? If I had only stepped up and asked, I'd have my answer, but I don't have my answer. Now I got to live the rest of my life without an answer. Don't do that. Don't do that. I am a prime example of dealing with regret on a daily basis for something that happened when I was a teen to 3 guys from my neighborhood. And now I have to wait until I go to heaven before I can make amends. We don't know how long people have on this planet. Only God knows when we are going to pass. So don't wait. Tell people how you feel. No matter if they want a relationship or not, tell them how you feel. At least you stepped up to the plate and you told them how you felt. That way you won't have to live with the regret of wondering, what if? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Your conscience will eat at you for the rest of your life if you don't. Wouldn't you rather get that off your conscience and know the answer now than to live a life like that? I know I would if I could have changed what happened to me in the past. These are not my toxic people. These are 3 other guys. 3 of the best guys in my life. Think long and hard about your decisions, because they can change your life in many ways. Don't just jump into decisions. That brings nothing but problems. Always. Always. Don't take 6 months to figure it out, but, take a few days to a week. But when you decline someone, break it down gently. It's best to step up and ask, even if you're afraid or intimidated or whatever, however you feel, even if it is fear, because then you won't live the rest of your life wondering. Would it have worked out if I asked? What would she have said? You know, that eats at your conscience pretty bad. You don't want to do that to yourself. So no matter how you feel, text them, ask them, send them a letter, drop a note, slide a note underneath their door. You're not going to know until you ask. And if you assume, every time someone assumes, they always assume wrong. Always assume wrong. Don't assume nothing unless you've been told otherwise. Don't make the same mistakes I made. Don't live with that regret for the rest of your life. I hurt people unintentionally, and I didn't mean to. Because they wanted things from me at a time in my life when I wasn't ready for that. You know, when you're 15 to your early 20s, you're not fully mature. You don't want the same things as other people who maybe a little older want. You are trying to figure out life because you just got out of high school, and then you're starting to work in the, in the real world, and just don't do it. Take my advice. As someone who's been there, who's going through it every day, living with the regret. And I feel responsible for these people's death, these three guys' death. I really do. I mean, even though I didn't kill them or make it happen, I still feel guilty because of what I did, unintentionally hurting them. I just feel that had things went in the opposite direction, it might not have happened. One took his life. The other was murdered. And the other had an accident at work. And I heard that all three of these guys were not the same afterwards. One of them became an alcoholic. Because he couldn't get over it, I guess. So that's why I feel guilt, shame, and regret. I will make amends when I see them in heaven. But that's probably at least 20 more years from now. So I'll have to carry that regret for the rest of my life. Take it from someone who knows firsthand. Do not do that in any way, shape, or form, no matter what the subject is, whether it's love or not. Because living with the regret is harder than had I fixed the problem to begin with. But like I said, life changes things. Sometimes it's out of our control. And then they passed away and it was too late. There was nothing I could do about it. You don't want to carry around guilt, shame, and regret for the rest of your life. Be bold. Like I said, if you don't want to face them in person, text them and ask them, hey, what do you think about being in a relationship with me? And then be open and honest with them. Because if you're not open and honest, you will regret it. Let them down gently if you're letting them down. And tell them why. So at least they will have answers and closure on the subject. And if it goes the other way and you decide to take them up on their offer, great. Don't live life with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and what ifs, and regret, and guilt and shame. I regret it every day of my life. I'm going to end the video now. Please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, comment below, send your friends to the channel. If you watch the video, please like them so that these videos can circulate to help others, because there are others out there who need the same help. I appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you coming onto the channel and watching these videos. I hope they help in some way. I hope they inspire you and change your life. I hope they give you the courage to do what you need to do. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back and check out other videos. Bye.